A brand new Max Talks Oscars 2026 video here at Max Talks Movies. Today, I am giving the outlook for the 2026 Best Supporting Actor race. So welcome back everyone to Max Talks Movies. If you guys are new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to notify when my videos hit the channel. We're now 15 subscribers away from 400, so please subscribe, ring the bell so you can get me to 400 subscribers to start 2026. I talk all things movies, TV shows, award season, box office. I do it all. So if you like any one of those things, please subscribe. This is the channel for you. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on Best Supporting Actor? Who do you think is going to get in? Who do you think should get in? And who's someone out there who probably has no shot in awards season, but you wish was more of a factor this award season? I respond to all comments, so definitely please comment down below. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. So if you're new to my Max Talks Oscars videos, the way I handle this is I break down the category into three things. I talk about locks, people who I think are 99% chance are going to get in when the Oscar nominations come out in late January. Then I'm going to get into strong contenders, people who I think are going to get in, but I can't give you that certainty of a lock. And then I'm going to go with bubble actors, actors who I think probably are on the bubble who could get in, but really don't have a great shot at getting in either. Now, out of all the races I have broken down, which has been picture, director, actor, and actress, this one feels very much close to being done with already, a month away from the nominations, because I think we do have our 5 actors who are going to get in for Best Supporting Actor. I think there's one wild card who could sneak in, but I'm going to talk about 3 locks, 2 contenders, and 3 bubble actors. So let's get into Best Supporting Actor. So let's start off with locks. And I think to start off with our locks, it's going to be 2 people from the same movie. That is both Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another. I think if you told people in One Battle After Another that Sean Penn would be the front runner for Best Supporting Actor, many people would agree with you. But Benicio del Toro has been getting a lot of momentum over the last month or so. Many people believe he is the man to beat in Best Supporting Actor. But I do think it is definitely Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro have very good chances of canceling each other out as it pertains to win. But we're here to talk about nominations, not who's going to win this category. I do think both are going to get in. One Battle will be the most nominated movie at this award show, and where it's going to have multiple acting nominations will be here. Again, Sean Penn has been Oscar nominated many, 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 many times before, while Del Toro, on the other hand, if I'm not mistaken, has never been nominated for an Oscar for acting, which is sorry, I am mistaken by that. He's been nominated twice for Benicio del Toro, one for Traffic in 2000 for Best Supporting Actor, and hasn't been nominated since 2003's 21 Grams. So he is an Oscar winner. Obviously, we talked about Sean Penn a lot here on the channel. I think Sean Penn, out of the 2 performances, for me, is the stronger performance, but Benicio has been getting a lot of momentum. So if one of them was going to win, I would actually be leaning Benicio del Toro for right now. The other person who is an absolute lock to get nominated is Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. This is, again, a movie that I have not seen. It's the one movie I really need to see to finish off my award season. But Stellan Skarsgård has been one of the more legendary actors of the last 30, 40 years. And it's shocking. That's what I was thinking when I was talking about Benicio del Toro. Stellan Skarsgård has never even been nominated for an Oscar. And this is one of the most respected actors in Hollywood, not just because of his family, but because of him. He's been a character actor for some people for over 30 years. And he's gotten his due at the Emmys. He was nominated for Chernobyl back for the 2019 Emmys, but that's his only major award show nomination. So I think it's Stellan Skarsgård. Honestly, I would pick, if I had to pick anyone to win right now, I would pick him because, again, Del Toro and Penn could cancel each other out. Both of them have been Oscar nominated multiple times before. While you have a legendary actor who's going to get his first Oscar nomination, could he also get his first Oscar win? I think Sentimental Value is a movie that probably won't win many, if any, Oscars. And I think if it does, it will be in this category for Stellan Skarsgård. But I do think he is an absolute lock at the moment to be nominated. So those are the 3 locks that I think are 99% sure going to get in. Let's move on now to strong contenders. These are people who I think are going to get in, but I can't really give you a 99% chance they're going to get in. First, I'm going to talk about Paul Mescal for Hamnet. Now, some people who are not big fans of Hamnet are very lukewarm on Mescal's performance in the movie. As someone who thought Hamnet was an excellent film, he's honestly my favorite part of Hamnet. I think he's excellent in the movie. But again, this is not about my personal opinion on the movie. This is what I'm feeling about awards season. But Paul Mescal is going to get in. He's playing William Shakespeare. This movie is going to be nominated for many Oscars. Do I think he has a shot to win this? No. But again, Paul Mescal is going to be someone who's going to be nominated for many Oscars for decades to come. He definitely feels like one of those actors in the breath of Timothée Chalamet, who anytime they're in a serious quasi movie, he is going to be looked at in award season. Obviously, was not looked at that much for Gladiator last year. But again, that Gladiator, very divisive movie. Gladiator 2, not Gladiator 1. But Hamnet, he's going to get in. It really is a two-hander, even though Jessie Buckley is the overwhelming favorite for Best Actress. There also isn't a movie without him as well. So Paul Mescal is going to get in for Best Supporting Actor. I can't go like 99% chance because I've seen a lot of people out there push back on how great he is in the movie. So I'm going to leave that as a contender for now. The other person I think is going to get in, but I can't, again, be that confirmation about it for 99%, is Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Now, when I saw Frankenstein, the first thought I had was Jacob Elordi is so good in this movie that he won't get nominated because it is a creature performance. And while it is completely practical, like it's not CGI, you really believe he's the reason why that movie for me is so good, as good as it is. From an acting perspective, he's never been nominated, of course, anywhere before, Jacob Elordi. Plus, it's a creature performance. Many people don't think that's a great performance because he's in all this makeup, and a lot of people would think the makeup is the work. So when I was watching Frankenstein, I was like, he's so good that he won't get in, type of thing. But as we've gone through awards season, he has been getting nominated everywhere. And while Frankenstein, for many people, is not one of Del Toro's best movies, the one undeniable thing that everyone is saying, if you like or don't like the movie, is how undeniable Jacob Elordi is in this movie. Him, Paul Mescal, also people in the same breath who are going to be nominated for years and decades to come. Elordi is brilliant in Frankenstein, and Frankenstein also has a lot of momentum. It looks like very much like a lock to get in now for Best Picture. I think Del Toro's a threat to get in now for Best Director. It's going to be nominated for a lot of below-the-line nominations. So I think Frankenstein's going to actually get a lot more nominations than people are expecting, but the biggest one for acting is going to be Elordi for Best Supporting Actor. Now, those, as of now, I would tell you those are the 5 people that are going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. So let's move in now to the bubble. If anyone can sneak into this race, these are the people who I think have the best chance to do so. So starting off is Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly. Now, for Critics' Choice, there are 6 nominations. So Adam Sandler was the nominated person for Best Supporting Actor with those 5 people for Critics' Choice, and he was also nominated at the Golden Globes as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look that up really quick as I'm talking about this. Adam Sandler is great in Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly is not a great movie. Most people don't agree with me on that take. And the only undeniable thing in Jay Kelly is Adam Sandler. Now, while that is the case, Sandler has been overlooked before here at the show for Uncut Gems, which is now, that movie came out in 2018, I believe. So Sandler, someone who's been overlooked before. It's not a movie that I think is going to be a big threat at all in this award season. But Sandler has been getting a lot of praise. He's one of my favorite performances of the year in supporting actor. He is brilliant in Jay Kelly. He's been getting nominated at places, but the problem here is there's 5 nominations, not 6. And for me, as of now, Sandler is the first person on looking in on Best Supporting Actor. I think he's going to be the one person just missing the nominations. Now, I do think if for some reason Jacob Elordi or Paul Mescal have any pushback for their nominations, I think Sandler would be the one who would sneak in. I think he's the only bubble person I'm talking about today on this bubble list who I think has a legitimate shot to get in. I just don't think Sandler will eventually get in. I think the 5 that we have now are pretty strongly getting in. But I think Sandler deserves to be nominated. It's a movie that I don't really think is that great, but I think he is great in that movie. Now, let's talk about 2 absolute long shots that I want to talk about here in the bubble because I didn't want to talk about one person in the bubble list. The other person I want to talk about first is Adam Scott for Blue Moon. Blue Moon has a lot of people thought was going to be the awards darling like a month ago, like the very underrated awards movie. Ethan Hawke is not even a lock to get in for Best Actor. If you told me Ethan Hawke was not going to get nominated for Blue Moon, then I would definitely tell you Andrew Scott is not going to get nominated. But the people who see Blue Moon really are behind the movie. Many even awards pundits have Andrew Scott on this list. I just do not see it for this year. People who even saw the movie said he's great, but not doesn't really feel like an Oscars performance. So I think Andrew Scott is going to be on the bubble. He'll be looking out for the Oscars. And the other person I think is a long shot is Delroy Lindo for Sinners. Sinners, like One Battle, will be the most nominated movie at this award show. It has obviously is going to get in for Best Actor, Director, Picture, all of those things. But the supporting categories are very interesting. I'll talk about Best Supporting Actress next week. But I think if there's anyone from the acting level for actor for Best Supporting Actor, I think Delroy Lindo does have a better shot than Miles Catton, who is the who's also in Sinners. Because Delroy Lindo and another actor like Sandler, who's been very overlooked at award shows over the last decade or so. Obviously, to me, the biggest snub, maybe of my lifetime, is Delroy Lindo not getting in for Best Actor for Da 5 Bloods. I loved Da 5 Bloods, and I think it was my favorite performance of that year. And I was just not just shocked he didn't win, shocked that he was not even nominated that year. And Delroy Lindo gives such great supporting work in Sinners. And if Sinners is such an overwhelmingly beloved movie by the Academy, the one shock could be Delroy Lindo for Best Supporting Actor. Now, while I say that, I don't think he's going to get in. I don't think Andrew Scott's going to get in. And even I think Sandler doesn't have the best chance to get in. It's weird. Supporting actor and actress are usually the wild card category where there's someone nominated that really throws everyone off and no one sees coming. If that's the case, I would say Delroy Lindo would be that person. But again, I think the top 5 people that I talked about today are the locks, which is very weird for a Best Supporting Actor race. So that is my thoughts, guys, on Best Supporting Actor. Where do you agree, disagree? Is there someone I missed here that I didn't get a chance to talk about that you wish I had a chance to talk about? Tell me why down in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll talk to you guys in another video very soon.